haven't seen you guys in a while. Right now, 4 weeks out. Yeah, just under 4 weeks out. 212. We're doing 212 now. Tampa Pro is a back day at Infamous Gym. Today is a Saturday, and today's a heavy day. That's all I got for you guys right now. There's more things I'm gonna say. Oh, the man bun. Yeah, blame it on the quarantine. No barbers, no problem. Just slop it up. I used to have a beard like yours. I have to cut that shit.
Can't get mistakes like that?
You don't want like distractions. I'm gonna cut this before the stage so I can look all pretty and sexual. But yeah, you wanna look clean on stage. Grips. Those are the best grips, especially if you have the hands the size of a 5-year-old girl. Those are the best grips. So essentially, my training hasn't really changed even during quarantine. I was lucky enough to still have a couple gyms to choose from to train at. So my training really hasn't suffered this whole quarantine. As a matter of fact, it probably did a lot of good for me. A lot of you guys have seen the difference between my dieting down for this show versus dieting down for a normal classic physique show where we have to worry about weight so much. So just to give you a little bit of context, at this point for the Arnold Classic, I think my calories were about 1,400 calories right now, 4 weeks out. And I was doing 3,600 calories until yesterday. And that was working my way up from the Arnold from March, reverse dieting, all the way into 4 weeks out of this show, still doing about 3,600 calories. So you see the big contrast between two divisions, the big contrast between how I have to diet for classic and how much I have to suffer and die, pretty much on the verge of death, versus doing something near 212 where you can throw the scale away and just concentrate on the look, how you feel, and how your performance is in the gym. So it has to be done methodically. We did it methodically over weeks and weeks and months of getting the calories up like that, but you create that baseline, and now you have places to pull, a lot of places to pull, to then create a deficit. So my deficit until yesterday was anything under 3,600 calories. So I have to run the numbers, but I think we pulled about 1,000 calories off of the diet from one day to another. And then cardio obviously kills another about 500 calories. So about a 1,500 calorie deficit. You'll see the changes happen immediately. So it's gonna be interesting to see how the body responds after a drastic cut like that. See what happens. one of the new things that, it's not new, it's definitely not new in fitness, but since our calories were so high everywhere in the diet, carbs, etc., we started doing about 2 weeks ago 50 grams of carbs intra-workout. So I have here a Rise pump product. I got 50 grams worth of cyclic dextrin, and I sip this throughout the workout. I'll drink half of it and then refill it back with water and drink the other half, and I'll just sip it throughout, you know, and that's another 50 grams of carbs right there. You see each set that I'm doing, I'm not going to failure. I'm still working the progressive overload style training that me and Carlos do, and you guys can see in my ebook. And essentially we're working our way up to our working set, which is probably gonna be about 240 or 255 pounds. But the sets before it, the feeder sets that are feeding into the working set, I don't go to failure. I feel the weight, I move the weight, but I touch the weight just so that it could get me ready for that actual working set. That working set's gonna be the heaviest set, and you don't wanna gas yourself out completely by doing all those filler sets at the beginning to failure, because there'll be no way that you'll have the energy, the power, and the performance to actually do that working set at 100%. So we're just touching weight, working our way up to that weight that will be our working set. So this next set now, this is the working set, 255. I started doing sets starting at 75 pounds, and slowly each set go up and up in weight. Nothing went to failure. So some of the filler sets, the heavier filler sets, will be 4 reps only. Touching the weight, feeling the weight, 4 reps only. If I go any higher, then I'm just fatiguing the muscle, and I'm not gonna get that working set 100%. So now that this is the working set, now I'm looking to get anywhere between 8 and 15 reps, which that would be my working set. The final set, the sealer set, I'll drop the weight and it'll be a higher rep set, so at least 15 reps. Still heavy, but it won't be as heavy as this. That was good. It's much easier when you have a training partner or your trainer here to push the weight down. That's about about 70 pounds heavier than me, so trying to bring the weight down before my feet could get locked in becomes a little tricky. Gotta wipe this down. You gotta be practice cleanliness. The new normal. The new normal. It should have always been the normal. The new normal. Yeah, it should have been. It should have always been like that. Sometimes when I train at different gyms that maybe they don't have a specific piece of equipment or they have something that other gyms don't have, I try to use them. This one in particular is like an assisted T-bar row, plated, and I love using this one when I'm here, so I'm gonna use this one today. The reason that I like a machine like this versus standard T-bar row, for guys that usually have more overpowering arms versus their back, it's just you probably use your arms more for pulling than your back, and vice versa. If you have a very strong back and weak arms, you're pulling a lot with your back and not your arms, and that's why there's a discrepancy in development. A movement like this versus like this, since I have short arms, it allows me to pull the movement past my chest. So I come up, and if I had a bar here, I'd be limited in the range of motion. When I do a regular T-bar, I'm stuck right here, and I can't get my elbows to go past my torso. So something like this that has no barrier in the middle, I'm able to pull as far back as I want, versus something like this, I'm limited. That's why I prefer something like this. It's the same sequence on this too, for progressive overload. I don't know what my working set's gonna be because I don't use this machine every week, but I'm assuming it's gonna be at least 4 plates, 4 or 25. But again, I won't work to failure until I find that weight that I wanna use. So I'm not gonna tire myself out. I might get between 4 and 6 repetitions, working my way up to that 445s or 445s and a 25, so I'm unsure yet. It might just be 3 plates of the 25. All right, we're gonna work this one now. Chest up, get that back arch, and elbows pull as far back. See if I can do 12 at least. That's it. Each week that you come out to video me now, you're gonna see a decline like this. In energy, you're gonna, holy shit. I wanna see the evolution of my face in each video, each week, yeah. That's where you'll see it the most. Yep, Mr. Clean and Mean. All right, next we're gonna do a superset. We're gonna go reverse lat pull downs from the back and shrugs with the dumbbells. So if you're drinking carbs intra-workout, whether it's for calories, whether it's just to fuel your routine, or the most obvious, if you're taking insulin intra-workout or peri-workout, pre or post, and you need to keep your blood sugar in check, it's smart so that you don't spike it. Do exactly what I did. You load up your carb drink, and every time that you go through half of it, you refill it again to continue to dilute it. What you're trying not to do is spike your blood glucose levels up. You want to keep them stable. So the best way is to dilute it like how I did. Fill it up halfway, fill it back up, and then finish off the drink slowly throughout the workout. They didn't get the memo. They didn't get the memo. Yep. Not the pre-workout, not the intra-workout, the post-set. The post-set anti-COVID measurements that we have to do. Intra-cleaning? That would be intra-carbs, intra-cleaning. All right, so on this last one before we do rack deadlifts, we're pulling underhand. A little bit different than what I used to be doing, which was overhand. But Carlos has me doing underhand on the heavy days. And then on the higher rep back day that we have, it's overhand. Switch it up a little bit. You worked with Pastor and Ruben the other day, right?
Yeah.
Ruben's sick. He is sick. Smallest waist I've ever seen. It's tiny. I've never seen anything like it. And then you see his like upper body, super bubbly, super round, fresh. His physique looks fresh. It doesn't look old and worn down. And then his waist. Tight. Like it's a very muscular midsection, but it's small. She's like, sometimes I was gonna say you're just born with that shit. You can't train a midsection like that.
Not even the Paragon weight training?
No. Although if he wore it, it would make it 5 inches smaller. 5 inches smaller, guaranteed, or your money back. It's a good thing I would just give him one for free, so there ain't gonna be no money back. let's go look at the deadlift area. Yeah, it's a little bent. Fuck. There we go. Ugh. I don't wear these knee sleeves that I'm gonna put on. They're not really for knee pain. They're mostly for when the bar slides close to your body when you're pulling, so it doesn't actually hit the top of my knee and actually make it hurt, which has happened to me many times before, where the bar, you know, you're pulling really close to your body, and as the bar comes down, it clips the top of your kneecap, and it really fucking hurts. So I wear the sleeves just so that it slides over my knee rather than banging up against it. So today I'm gonna work my way up to probably about 4 plates. Last week I went up to 5 plates, but I came back down to 4 plates and did 20 reps. So I think that I'm gonna keep the reps a little bit higher today and do the 20 rep. We'll see. But these filler sets that I'm starting with, they're not to failure. So I'm gonna get about like 6 to 8 to feel these. So four plates will be our working set. See if I can at least get 15 on them. In the during the Arnold Classic prep this year, I couldn't even touch 4 plates. That's how weak I was in the sense of nutrition. I was malnutrition for that show. You got to do what you got to do to make weight and to be in shape, but it really goes to show how important food is during a prep and during training, because I mean, even the thought of doing 4 plates before, which is not much. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm by no means the strongest bodybuilder or anything like that, but just the contrast between prepping for one show with food, prepping for one show without food, and how the difference is in hundreds and hundreds of pounds, literally hundreds of pounds difference in lifting just by the nutritional part of a prep. And I really got to see the importance of food just from these 2 preps being vastly different. All right, let's see if we can do 15. Yep. Come on. 1, 2. Boom. 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 Come on. Boom. 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 It's the 50 grams of carbs from the drink. No drink, no talk. So rather than going down in weight and doing a higher rep set, even though we almost got 15 here, what Carlos has been doing for me too, just to continue to bring up the lower back and making sure that it's tight and strong, is that we finish both of our back routines with weighted hyperextensions. So we'll go on the hyperextension, you'll see, and we'll incorporate some sets without weight, just body weight, and then finally some sets with weight. And this is now just a focus on the lower back. So let me pay somebody to put this weight back, and we'll get to it. On this set right here, I'm gonna use the weight and then drop it and then just do body weight, and then I won't be able to move anymore. Fino, all done. Thanks guys for all the support, all these preps that me and Pablo have been doing together for the past couple of years. We got another, say about 3 to 4 episodes scheduled, coming out every single week leading into Tampa. And then hopefully if New York is still not a war zone, we will be doing our next prep for New York as well. If you guys don't know, I'm gonna start doing a podcast every single week. So I'll be reviewing my week. This will be part of the review as well in there. Click subscribe, like, and hope you guys stay tuned for the rest of this prep. It's gonna be a fun one. Peace.